EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
To kick off for Arizona.
Matt Prater's been around a long time. We'll get us started here. And off we go from Glendale. A return now from the 4. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is the connection that Bears fans have been dreaming about since these two guys were drafted in this previous spring's draft. I mean, they think they have one of the more formidable young quarterback-wide receiver duos in the entire league. Williams, 1st overall pick. Odunze, number 9. The future looks bright in Chicago.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Throwing again. Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On play action, Murray. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do was get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And third down coming up.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. That is fielded at the 20. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. His drive will start on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Right back to him on first down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Okay,
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Here's a run going left. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. Moore going in motion. On second down, it's Williams. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Third and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. Here's second and 6. Again, it's Benson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, break. Chap 60, chap 60. Come on, set. 7 Pirates, go.
On first and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time play for the Bears. 47 yards.
65, go!
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds. It seemed to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. This one caught just past the pylon. Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions.
Just under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
A 35-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals are finally on the board. It's 17-3. So we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Murray now to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And that's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again with Benson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Hey, Ace.
Second down, Murray. And he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And no run back here. It's a touchback, but with the new rule in effect, with the ball bouncing in the landing zone, they'll start this drive at their own 20. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll push ahead to the 21. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Murray now on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 24-10 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And after that last run by Trey Benson, Mike, you can really see the qualities that has these Arizona Cardinals coaches so high on this running back. I mean, last year, 14 rushing touchdowns in 2023, a career high in college. He can get downhill. He's strong. He's big. He really has everything you're looking for in an NFL back.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Sending a receiver right. is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Quick throw here is complete.
Here.
10 more yards.
To throw again is Murray. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals back within 7. It's 24-17. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, up the sideline at the 35. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. He'll stay on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a designed run. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Murray.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That is hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And as we see Rome Odunze come up with a nice completion, Mike, let's remember, he's only one of 2 guys to rank in the top 10 of college football in receiving yards each of the last 2 seasons. I mean, production, the ability to compete, high point the ball. I mean, those are all boxes that Odunze checks, and everyone around this Chicago Bears organization, they couldn't have been happier with the way this draft fell, and they think they have a superstar in the making here at wide receiver.
They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. 2nd down, goal to go.
Let's go now.
They'll go with him again. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Chicago. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will go up by 7.
The score, Bears 31, Cardinals 24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here is first and 10. On first and 10, here's Benson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's second down.
Big Ace. Let's go. Big Ace, Big Ace. Come on.
They'll drop to throw.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Omaha.
On third down, Murray. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll throw on first down with Murray. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Throwing right, it's taken in, and it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On second down, Murray. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.